So this is gonna be a story about me getting back into mountain biking. I used to live really close to a park that had a good 10, 15 miles of single track in it. Um, got married. Not that marriage has ruined my biking, but I just haven't had time for it. But I realize that I need to get back into it. For my mental health, for my health, for my family's health, and just because it's something I truly enjoy. I don't want to call this redemption. I've seen BKXC and the single track sampler do their Redemption C8 trips, but it's sort of my return back into mountain biking and what it takes for a 36-year-old who was pretty good at one point to get back into the sport and evolve and grow and become a better rider, possibly and hopefully to the point that I was before I really retired. Um, so yeah, this is my story of returning to sport. This is my first ride in 3 years. Um, I think I did pretty well. There were some mistakes, obviously. Um, there will always be mistakes when I ride. I will always make a mistake and do something stupid where I nearly dump the bike, or I do dump the bike. But for not being on the bike for 3 years, I think this was a pretty good ride. Um, I've never ridden here either, so I'm going slower than normal. And stupidly enough, I forgot my gimbal. But yeah, I think I did pretty well. Thank you for joining me, and there'll be commentary throughout the video. Thank you for watching, and please leave me comments. I'm happy to listen to them and improve. Thank you. So I just bumped into a guy on an e-bike here, but what I wanted to mention was along this trail, the Gunpowder South Trail, White Blazes in this area, it's that exposure next to the river. I've never ridden anything like that, and I'm terrified. And I'm like, oh God, I'm gonna fall in, I'm gonna fall in, I'm gonna fall in. Thankfully I didn't, but it's like, oh, that is quite exposed and quite precarious, especially nerve-wracking for a first time out. This year was pretty stupid of me. My chain slipped, couldn't get on there, and I dove right back into the gully. I mean, I'm glad I wasn't clipped in because that would have been pretty bad. But it's like, geez, how stupid am I for trying to start off on a hill where there's a gully right next to me and I'm just going to dump the bike right into it. I mean, fortunately nothing happened, but it's like, wake up and smell the coffee, kiddo. Wake up and smell the coffee.
Come on, here we go. Dad.
this climb here, it's not all that much, but again, you have to remember I haven't been riding for 3 years, and I know it sounds like I'm making excuses, but I'm just trying to be realistic here. Pretty proud of myself for actually not putting my foot down while climbing, while making this climb. It's not all that steep. I know the GoPro effect makes it look even lamer. But I'm pretty proud of myself for actually not giving up on this climb and actually making it through. It again wasn't all that steep, but for the shape that I'm in, I'm very impressed with the fact that I was able to get all the way to the top without stopping. And then here, again, just pure stupidity. I get up there and I slide off, and then you can hear me yell at myself.
What are you doing? Of course that's gonna happen, idiot. Moron, you. Idiot, you! Fucking idiot. What do you think was gonna happen? Exposure.
So this is the Sweet Air area of Gunpowder Falls State Park in Maryland. And I've never ridden it. I'm riding it blind, and I've got about 15 minutes of sunlight left. So I'm just racing to get home. And this downhill that's coming up, it's the first time where I truly felt comfortable just letting it go and letting the bike go with gravity. And yeah, I mean, it's wide, it's not gnarly single track, but again, I'm impressed for the first time again out on the dirt that I felt okay just letting the bike go and trusting that it will go over the obstacles and over the rough ground that's there. And it felt good. It felt really good. It felt amazing to be out. It felt like I have opened a can of worms that I'm happy I've opened. I look forward to riding here and the other areas soon. I'm gonna ride throughout winter. It's November when I'm filming this. I'm gonna ride through winter. I'm gonna make sure that I stay I'm gonna try to be in as good a shape as I can be, so I can do other trails that are more demanding. Not to downplay this too much, but it was not super technical, but it was a very good introduction and return back to the sport. And I really appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate your feedback, and I look forward to sharing my return soon. I look forward to hearing the comments, how I've progressed, and to see if I'm improving. Thank you for watching. I truly appreciate it.